Hello and welcome to the studio. Today it's all about watercolours, and I'd like to thank you for buying my kit if you have. And I'm going to teach you how to do a lovely bright pink orange sunset. So in your kit you will find some watercolour paint, and we have 18 different colours in the kit. We have some watercolour pencils, so if you use those pencils and do a lovely drawing by yourself, you can add water to those pencils and it will turn into watercolour. We also have a lovely water pen as well, and so it's a bit like a paintbrush. If you unscrew it, you fill that bit with water, pop the lid back on, and then that will act as your paintbrush. Just like that. That's one side, and I have also done a lovely canvas board that actually you can use with your watercolours as well. So to start the sunset, I'm going to do a very light pencil drawing, okay? I'm going to put in my horizon line, so it's about 2/3 of the way down the paper. A little mountain, and then in the foreground will be our land, and then coming from the land we will put a palm tree, so just a line will do. Right, now the colours that I'm using today are a lemon, yellow, an orange, a magenta, a bit of blue so that we can make a nice purple mixed with the magenta, and then finally we'll use a nice dark blacky blue colour when we put in our silhouette. So the first thing we need to you need 2 containers of water and some paper towels, always handy as well. So we're going to do a wet on wet technique, and we're going to start with the sky. So wet on wet means that we will wet our top half of our paper all the way down to our horizon line. Make sure it's nice and damp. Just like that. We can let it sit for a minute whilst we add some water to our watercolours. Okay, so we're going to start with the yellow. We're going to run it along our horizon line. Changing colours, we wash it in our clean water. I'm going to pick up some orange now. Put more water in my orange. And I'm going to run a line of orange across our paper as well. You can see how the colours are starting to bleed into each other. Then we're going to pick up some pink. Water into a little bit of the magenta and run that through our orange. To make a lovely purple with our magenta, and I'm using an ultramarine blue mixed in with the magenta. And I'm going to put that up above the magenta. finally, some blue right up along the top. Right, we'll give our brush a very good wash. And we're going to come back to our yellow and bring that now down from the horizon line down to the bottom of our page. Like that. Okay. And what I want to do is pick up a little bit of magenta and run that through the bottom. Just like that. There we go. Okay, now at this point it's important to let it dry, and I'm going to use a hairdryer, but just remember, if you're using a hairdryer at home, just make sure Mum and Dad are watching. Now once it's dry, we're going to mix a little bit of blue in with our black. And I'm going to paint my mountains in the distance. Just tapering off like that. And then bring in the land that's closer to us here. That. And then I'm going to put in a palm tree. Just adding the fronds. some little birds. And there you have it, a very simple little watercolour that's very effective, with some lovely bright beautiful pinks and purples and yellows against our nice dark of our palm tree and the ground and our little mountains. So thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Don't forget to watch the videos all the way to the end, and then you can go back and pause it as you need to. So see you next time, and happy painting. Bye for now. Okay, so now we'll move on to using our canvas board, and I'm just going to show you an example of one of the children that's on here, and you are welcome to use any colours you want. So the colours I've chosen are orange, magentas, 2 yellows, a green and a blue, and some dark brown for the hair. Now, this colour here is a burnt sienna, and that's a really nice colour for skin colour. So I'm going to do the little boy, and I'm going to put in his skin colour first. So add some water, applying a little bit of pressure to this brush so the water comes out, and make it quite runny because we don't want his skin colour to be too dark. So nice mid colour. Just painting in like such, and into his little feet, and through into the leg area. Now, as it dries, you will find that that will lighten. If you go over the lines, that's absolutely fine, because we'll colour in our background a little later on, and we'll be able to go over those areas. I need just his little neck as well. Just like that. Okay. So now I'm going to choose, I think, maybe a blue for his shirt. So applying a bit of pressure to the brush again, picking up some blue, more pressure to the brush so the water actually comes out. And I'm going to paint it around the edge of his shirt, because these are the areas that I want to be a stronger, darker blue. Like that. More. And then wash that off and bring some water, no colour, just back through the middle of the shirt, so it gives it some nice texture. Okay, now I'm going to use some orange for his shorts. Orange and blue go very nicely together. Just got to make sure I don't get too close to that blue, because what will happen is the two colours will meld into each other. Okay, so you can see the blue and the orange work very nicely together. Okay, now I'm going to add some brown to his hair. Now this is a nice chocolate brown. This is the burnt umber that's in your kit. Adding a bit of water through it as well. And we'll just brush that over like that. And I'll do a couple of flowers. Let's use a little bit of magenta. The leaves. And some yellow through the flower. Now you can see that my pink is bleeding into the yellow, which is rather nice as well. Okay. Now for a background colour, I think it would be nice to have a bit of the yellow. And I'm just working very loosely around. Around him, it doesn't have to be perfect, just come in where I've gone over the lines, just and cover it up with a bit of yellow. And to add a little bit of interest, I might drop some areas of orange through there and just let them bleed into the yellow. And I will continue to finish this, and at the end of the video you will see the completed piece. And I do hope that you enjoy painting on the canvas board. See you next time. Bye for now.